From the baby boom, you haven't really figured out exactly how you're going to move forward yet, do you?
We have a few ideas.
You just have to assess everything and assess each individual and how what they need and how they're what they need and who they are.
Yeah.
Because divine ones, they know who they are when they're made.
Yes.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
No.
It's just there's so many at once.
Yes.
I am thinking that the ones that still existed are going to have a very difficult time.
Yes, they are. But they've asked for just a little bit of space to process things before they start their healing.
They do need some time to process. They were very, very confident of the path they wanted and how they were doing and what was going on.
And they know we're here if they have any questions. There have been some questions. So they might come to us for a moment, we answer their questions, and then they leave. Really coalesce their timeline after all the marches.
So after all the marches and everyone was standing up for one way or the other.
Yes.
And
after that
happened, because they started taking out ones who could stand up against what they wanted. They started cementing what they wanted. From the point of me cracking, before I was cracking, they were orchestrating things.
Yes.
But
we're using Earth timeline.
Yes, I mean,
it was different for different places.
Okay, I'm just getting this, that it became evident when I cracked. That was when everything started to really
crumble.
That's when it became more cemented.
Yes.
Because the cracking was that happening. It was becoming cemented. Everything that I've been working towards and trying to work was not happening.
Yes.
And that, if you can look at that, you will see clearly at that point the desperation and the
panic.
There was a panic, and it's going to be lost. You got it. My desperation, panic. Something very specific things needed to happen, and they need to happen a specific way, and it wasn't happening that way, and I would get very depressed about it. Though I had that before, the depression became stronger, and I would be very specific. We need this specific thing. We need that specific thing. And I would constantly be told, no, you can't have that way. You can't have this way. And they were pulling more out and cementing things along that path. And I do know that I was saying, you don't understand, everybody, that nobody's going to, if this happens the way you're just on the path that it's on, everybody's going to go down. Everybody thought I was exaggerating.
Yes.
I don't exaggerate.
No, we realize that now.
I've never exaggerated. I'm not an exaggerator. But we're not on that timeline.
No, that one's being erased. Siphoned off and erased.
And those who will build and help this to not occur are coming back.
Yes.
So that we won't go down into that path again.
Yes.
I'm going to use the value system that the Whispering Ones put out, encouraged. Is that still being cleared out, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is rapidly dwindling.
There was a very, very, very long, old value system that was kept being built upon.
Yes.
And it's, instead of standing back and letting others grow and experience and do, it's more, the divine one is much more compassionate.
Yes. Interactive.
And interactive. Very compassionate and interactive. Nobody is left, so that is going to have to be a lot more. They have a term here, and they mean it as derogatory, but it's called helicopter parent. But oh yes, that was divinity trying to push through these parents, and they were trying to bring it back in. They pulled people out of competition. That everybody who played the game should get an award for just playing and being there. They shouldn't have to have winners and losers.
Yes.
They had parents and children, sometimes multi-generational ones, living in the same home, supporting each other. They were against having people fail. They were like, let's just value you for who you are and what you're doing. That was something that was trying to grow, but this system here completely crushed it, derogatory, and demeaned all the children who grew up in that. They were trying to get that, and then the system has been tearing that apart and saying those children didn't realize they see the real world. And
that's their world.
Yes. I said that with quotation marks around it. And the society has done everything they did to undermine them. Everybody should be able to live a happy life and have a home, and they have done everything to undermine them. The idea of everybody supporting each other, that no one is left to fail. Failing, the idea that someone fails, and let me say, it's not a mistake.
No, that's different.
Mistakes are part of having fun.
Yes.
They're unexpected consequences, which can be quite fun.
Yes.
They're not something bad. But the idea, the concept of someone failing, a soul would know when that hit. You could see that instantly drop and crush inside. And that is not something that is to exist. That the idea of failing, and not that, I should start to do something, and I shouldn't do that, and you pull away because you know you shouldn't. But the crushing failure that sets with you, and that isn't,